Hi, I'm here with Tesni Filzek, who is a data engineer, and I'll be asking her a few questions about her role in the marketing industry. So, Tesni, thank you so much for doing this, of course. First question I always ask all my interviewees is, how have you got to where you are today?
So actually DMA Talent was a massive part of that. So I joined the Creative Data Academy back in 2018, so my first year at uni. Kind of decided that I didn't want to go down the science route, which is kind of what I was doing at uni at the time. Joined that, didn't have much expectations for it. And then Jeff was just really interested in kind of the workshops and the things that we did. So I rejoined the following year after doing a bit more kind of research into kind of data and what there is about within the industry. And then, yeah, I met somebody who I ended up doing an internship with, and then got on a master's in data science, and yeah, kind of got my job there now.
Okay, nice. So, was there anything specific which made you choose the marketing industry?
It was just something that I think came in an email, and I kind of liked kind of working with data, and I thought, oh, marketing sounds quite interesting. I did media studies at GCSE, so it kind of just luck of the draw really that I ended up doing the Creative Data Academy that was specifically kind of data and marketing. And then, yeah, just thought it's quite a nice way of applying data, but in more of a creative way. I think I do have both sides. I think some people are more kind of, maths driven, and some people are a bit more creative driven. I think I do kind of play to both. So it was like kind of a good way of kind of merging the two.
Okay, perfect. So, as a data engineer, what motivates you in your role to go into work every day?
It's challenging, I'd say, but also you get quite immediate outputs. So yeah, you've got your long-term goals of building, say, a data pipeline or anything like that, but you get kind of short-term rewards constantly through, if you're writing a piece of code and you kind of complete that in the day, and you're always getting kind of a little bit of reward. And I like the challenge of, writing code and seeing your kind of code come to life.
Okay, nice. So I'm sure every day looks different for you as a data engineer, but what would you say a typical day as a data engineer looks like?
So currently on the project I'm working for, we're building their conversions pipelines. So looking at their kind of vouchers that customers use to convince them to sign up to their subscription service. So currently it's about building up the kind of intermediate tables for that pipeline to ingest that data, and then the analyst can then use the final table to do all their analyst work.
Okay, cool. So would you say that this is a stepping stone in your career, or would you say that you have other career aspirations?
If you'd asked me that probably a couple of months ago, I would have said it's kind of a stepping stone, but not completely the career I want to be in. I kind of, in my head, wanted to move over to the data science field, but actually I'm really enjoying what I'm doing at the minute and can see myself kind of staying within this kind of lane and working my way up to maybe data architecture or currently I'm happy where I am now and want to kind of work up the stream I'm in currently.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's good to hear. So is your role as you expected to be when you first started?
No, so I hadn't really heard of data engineering before I started, coming from like a data science master's. So I didn't really have too high expectations, but actually the two overlap quite well. And I would say that if somebody had explained it to me, I would have probably understood it going forward. But because I just didn't have kind of that person to talk to about kind of data engineering and things at the time, I didn't really know what to expect. But yeah, it does make sense now I'm in it that what data engineering is. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, that makes sense. So would you say in your role you feel like you're making a change?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think kind of the data technology is so ever evolving, and kind of there's so much going on within that space. I think the people that are working in it now really are kind of giving the stepping stones for what's about to come. And even having worked there less than a year kind of within the industry, I've seen so much change within different technologies, new technologies coming in that just are going to make everything a lot easier and kind of make just more advances within the industry and stuff. So yeah, definitely.
Okay, nice. So final question is, what would you say from your time being a data engineer, what would you say is the biggest challenge that you had to overcome?
I think So two, so potentially being a woman within data engineering, I think plays to that a bit. I had a lot of kind of self-doubt going in and kind of, you know, didn't think I had kind of the skill set for it. And it was quite overwhelming, especially because I've not come from a super kind of computer science background. Yeah, so self-doubt, kind of thinking I wasn't good enough and stuff was a big part in like the first couple of months of starting. And once I've got comfortable in it, it's kind of, that's kind of gone away a lot more now.
Okay, nice. So you would say that it's just a thing of overcoming it rather than just like, so once you get comfortable in your environment, you say over time, that's how you just naturally got out of that feeling.
I think it's also understanding that there is so many different technologies and so many different skill sets you can have within kind of that field. And every project I've worked on has been completely different. And it's okay that you feel like you don't know everything. There's people, you know, 3 or 4 bands above me who I've worked with on a project who have been exactly the same position as me of not really knowing how to use a certain technology. And I think it's more if you know that you can cope with that and kind of, yeah, adapt quickly to the new technologies, like that's a skill that's probably more beneficial than actually just knowing everything, because that's kind of impossible.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you for that, Tesni. So thank you for summing up your role as a data engineer. And of course, I hope to speak to you soon. And thank you for doing this interview. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.